All right, welcome in everybody. We are ready to go live with another special edition, of the Humanity Hub, because today we are launching Humanity on the MetaQuest platforms. CJ, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. Very excited to be out on MetaQuest today. Woo!
Yes.
Yay! Finally, people can play Humanity on MetaQuest natively, untethered, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what the MetaQuest audience thinks of the game, and also welcoming on in a potential source of new stage creations, a new batch of stage creators joining our community, and that is very exciting.
Yes. Creating stages can be fun on the MetaQuest, as it is on every platform, because you get to have other people play your stages and whatnot. And yeah, we have already over 8,000 stages from our creators, so there is no shortage of puzzles to be played if you are looking for a great puzzle game to play in VR. But most players are going to start out with the story mode, which we also recommend, kind of, to teach you all the new mechanics and bring you into the world of Humanity in the proper fashion, right? So, of course, we're going to have those creators that hop onto it right away, depending on the kind of person you are, which happened in previous launches as well. So, yes, we are excited to see new players to our game, per usual, and curious to see what everyone thinks about Humanity for their first time playing.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody out there who's watching this pre-ordered the game and saved 20% off on the game, but it is available in the MetaQuest store right now for $24.99, and hopefully if you've seen our reveal trailer, we've also got a great gameplay overview video that we produced along with the hosts of the Bonus Points podcast, and I think we're going to run that as well during the stream so that people can see that.
Yeah, we'll actually play it here right now, and then later on in the stream once we have some late stragglers and whatnot. So yeah, check out our MetaQuest gameplay overview video featuring the Bonus Points, a previous guest here on Humanity Hub and friend of Enhance. So yeah, let's give it a view.
Hi, friend.
Hello there, friend. Whoa, look at all these tiny people. What is this?
It's Humanity. Have you heard of it?
I mean, I am a human, so yes?
No. The game is called Humanity from THA and Enhance, the makers of Tetris Effect Connected and Res Infinite. It won a bunch of awards like VR Game of the Year 2023 from Edge Magazine, Best VR/AR Game of the Year nominee at the Game Awards. Now it's on MetaQuest.
What is it? Am I these people?
It's an action puzzle game, and you're not the humans, you're a dog.
I love dogs.
Everyone loves dogs.
Well, they're humanity's best friend. So, I'm a Shiba Inu. What do I do?
You drop commands for a huge crowd of humans to help them reach the stage's goal. They can't get there without you.
Do all these humans need to get to the goal?
Not all, but when enough of them flow into the goal, it fills up with light, and the stage is complete.
What happens if some of them fall off? Like this?
I wouldn't stress about it. There's no penalty.
Oh, good. Can I be the giant gold one?
No, you're the dog, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm a dog.
But those Goldie are important. Well spotted. Good boy. Unlike the humans, if a Goldie falls off, they're gone. The Goldie are special. You need them.
The Goldie are special. I need them.
They unlock cosmetics, later stages, and other goodies.
Okay, simple enough.
Simple until more obstacles are in your way. Command them to jump, climb, swim, fly, hit switches, and even fight. If anything gets in their way, find a way to navigate around it to the goal. It's a puzzle game.
I can command these humans to defy gravity. Okay, I'm surely an all-powerful dog then, right?
If that makes you feel good, then yes.
Wait, what are these humans?
These are the others. Try to stay away from them. They don't like you, and they want Goldie too.
They're attacking my poor defenseless humans!
They're not defenseless.
Go forward, my loyal little humans! Your sacrifice will be remembered. Those others had no chance. The humans and I are working in beautiful harmony. How many stages are there?
90 in the story mode, and thousands more to play made by other humans like you.
Don't you mean dogs?
If you're up for it, use the stage creator to make one.
Look what I've made! Armor God!
Where do you think you'll take them next?
Well, what else is there? Mechanical turrets and lasers? Was that a boss? What?
Oh, fancy a cup of tea after that?
Go on then. Got any biscuits?
Humanity!
Available now on MetaQuest.
All right, thank you, bonus points for that gameplay overview, and I could go for some tea and biscuits myself.
Sounds great,
so,
yeah.
And also, CJ is equipped now with the MetaQuest, so we are going to be streaming here in VR, and I believe we are going to start with the story mode, as many of our new players will be starting out. So, CJ, you can take it away.
Yeah. You know, kind of as you saw in the bonus points video, you wake up and find that you are a dog. And you are given this mission by a disembodied voice that you need to lead them to the goal. I woke one morning to find I was a dog. I heard a voice inside my head. Good morning. We have been waiting. There is work to be done. You must guide the people to the light. And here they come. The never-ending horde. Got a little tutorial information here showing us the basic controls and how we can jump. And this does use the analog stick on the left Quest touch controller. And the A button is on the right control. And of course, you can reset the camera mode in VR by holding down the meta button. And that resets you. Very handy in VR.
Yeah, and so playing in VR is a whole new experience if you previously played on PlayStation, or maybe didn't have the chance to play it on PSVR 2, for example, or any or through Steam. Yeah, you tend to get a bigger view of the stage and stuff like that, which can actually, in certain situations, be helpful to solving the puzzle and whatnot, right?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, you can really get like a nice view on all of the people, like much more than you could in 2D on a monitor. Like, it's really nice to just kind of chill out and hang next to the people. Maybe like look right at them or have them like walk into your face. That's always fun too. Yeah, it's great to just be able to see these levels in VR. It totally changes how you perceive some of these stages. So of course, this is just the first stage, so it's very, very, very easy. But in later stages, it becomes really clutch, and especially in user stages. I think it's even nicer in user stages to be able to see the whole thing.
Oh, right.
Go.
Yeah, and then so we start off with like, lead the humans to the goal with this prologue. Obviously, the difficulty is going to scale and whatnot. But later on, we also have these platforming style levels, which can be really nice to see where you're going and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
With if you're zoomed out. And of course, what I like to do is kind of take my time while I'm playing in VR and zoom in and see the people and just get cool shots, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even though I played in VR on my second playthrough, I took my time a little bit more just to soak it all in visually, because the game is really cool to look at in VR.
Definitely. All right. Second stage. This is where we meet Goldie. A gleaming figure floated in the air. Behold, this is Goldie. Goldie is all that people desire and value and worship, beyond even my reasoning. Oh, we haven't met who this voice is yet. Lead Goldie along with them into the light. Do so, and you will be rewarded.
All right. Everyone loves giant golden objects. Well, this one is kind of animated as well. What is the story behind the Goldie here? Is it a living being of some sort? Is it a godly figurine? What's going on here, I wonder?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they are awesome looking, right? Like
Mhm.
these figures, sometimes they're floating, sometimes they're standing on the ground, and when the people pass through them, they walk with the people. So let's collect this one up. Oh, and these walls here with the little hash marks on them are climbable. So normally I would not be able to climb the walls as the people, as you can see here. But if you lead them over to the wall with the hash marks, they scale right up that.
Very nice.
Climb right up that. And come out the other side. And walk with the Goldie. Oh, this time we have one person walking with the Goldie.
They got pretty far ahead of the pack there.
They did. Yeah, you can kind of push people around and sort of off the path.
Yeah.
As the dog.
That can lead to some pretty funny, chaotic situations, which I'm all for, right?
It sure can.
You get a lot of rogue humans walking around. They're like, how did that human get there? Usually it's of your own doing, but sometimes I don't know. I love to see the rebellious humans break away from the Shiba's commands.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, what are we seeing here?
Uh-oh.
The voice inside my head. Oh no, they're dying. You need not fear for them, nor mourn their loss. Though their bodies are lost, their spirits persist.
That is great to know.
And soon they will walk through the door once again. Oh, that is great. So
our humans are looping in purgatory at the will of our Shiba here.
That's right. Yeah, so they're not really dying. They are walking through this door once again. Yeah. It's recycling on a spiritual scale. They're falling a long way. Yeah. And we are demonstrating the Quest version, which just came out today.
Mm-hmm.
But the game is also available on PlayStation platforms and Steam. Today is the start of the spring sale, so it's available at a discount on Steam. So if you are watching this and you like what you see and you are ready to pick up Humanity, but maybe you don't have a MetaQuest headset, it is available on other platforms as well. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Steam. Steam is on sale right now as we speak.
Yeah, and I know we have some existing core community members in our stream right now, but MetaQuest kind of has its own flair and look to it, just to look the best natively in the Quest headset, right? Yeah. And yeah, it looks so nice. So definitely shout out to our developers for making the Quest version look amazing.
Yeah. I really like the colors on the people's shirts. Like, they just really pop, and the environments too. They look really, really nice on the Quest.
Oh, so far so good.
Okay.
All right, I think we are back. Sorry about that, everybody. And so far, so good. So, CJ, we can continue into the crossroads here.
All right. Yeah, this is another one of the early stages. We got a Goldie right here, but we've also been given a new command. This is high jump. So we can make the humans leap into the air and ignore gravity. Let's see how far it gets them. Ah, they are arcing into the air. If I place one there, oh, but they're not going to get the Goldie there. So maybe we remove that for now and place a jump there, and then quickly kind of replace that high jump that we had.
And what I notice here is we can see this dotted or dashed line, rather. I call it the coupon line on that wall there, which goes to show that there might be some way to open that wall, right? Oh, you almost lost that Goldie there. Oh, saved it in the nick of time.
Saved it. Oh, and then we have another Goldie.
Yeah, right so here. There was a button can be hard to see from your angle here. But there's a button on the top which opened up that coupon wall, and yeah, I
Let's see if
believe
we
there
can
might
see the
be
coupon
something else
wall.
within that, right? Or did you already grab it?
I did not grab it yet.
Hmm.
Here, let's look at the coupon wall as it opens up. Oh, there's a Goldie in there. I think we need that Goldie.
We absolutely need that Goldie. Okay,
Alright.
so we are joking about that, but we are completionists, right? We like to grab all the Goldies. But there are going to be some hard stages to grab all the Goldies in the future, right? Don't feel like you need to grab them. They are optional in the end, but if you are that completionist, you are going to want to look for the Goldies in each stage, right?
Yeah.
And as we progress in the story mode, there tends to be there's kind of like a mainline path and then an off the beat path, right? And those tend to be the harder stages, and there are some that are quite difficult to grab the Goldies on, right, CJ?
That's right.
Yeah,
I think
for
we're
the
probably
puzzle gamers out there.
coming up to one of those in particular in this area. All right, stage completed. Got both Goldies.
All right.
It's almost as if I played this game before. Maybe we should show. What do we want to show? Loop the Loop. I like the Loop the Loop. It's one of my favorite stages in the game.
This is actually a great stage to teach you a certain mechanic, and maybe we can kind of discuss that. And this is something that will help you a lot in our user stages from the community, and just a general tool you can utilize on like a macro level. It's not like something really taught. Well, it's kind of taught based on the layout of the stage, right? But it's something that can be utilized in later stages, which I also want to mention. A lot of stages in Humanity have more than one way to solve it, right? Which can be it's fun for us to watch people stream the game, for example, because we see some crazy solves that we never really thought of, right? Even to this day, I feel like we see new solves to story mode stages, which are insane. But yeah, also we have some Goldies. Looks like you're waiting on that Goldie, because one thing we like to do is kind of figure out what we want to do first, and then we're like, okay, maybe we can go grab that Goldie so we don't lose it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think some people would be like, oh, I have to grab the Goldie first. In this stage, that is a mistake. That would be a grave mistake to do that.
And if you do make a grave mistake, there is a feature called retry keep commands, right?
Yeah, retry keep commands. This is unlockable through Goldie rewards. I believe you have to get 9 Goldie first before this becomes unlocked. But it allows you to retry the stage with any commands that you had already set down, already placed. So if I retry keep commands, the commands that I placed are already there. It's quite
Excellent.
nice. And then if you want to start over completely, you can retry clear commands and start over from a blank slate, which is also nice to have.
That is really nice, especially when the stages are complex, right? And you have like command soup. There's commands everywhere. You kind of lost track of what's going on. You just want to start from a clean slate. Definitely clear your commands. Otherwise, you're going to have to go like manually remove them, which can take a while.
Yeah. Ooh, this people switch made a nice little bridge there.
Interesting. And I see those dashed indents, so that's a climbable wall, correct? So,
yes.
And across the gap here, we can see our goal. So the goals usually have that light projecting into the sky. We need to lead our humans there. So it looks like we can see I like to call that coupon lining there. So something may pop in there via another switch, right? Or something like that.
I think so. Well, there is a switch over there in the distance. Let's see if we can get our humans over there.
All right.
I'm going to dive in. I really love the soul surfing or the diving mode for traversal. It's nice to have. I use that pretty much exclusively. You can jump that gap, but it's a little bit tricky sometimes. And one of the great things about the diving mechanic is that you jump out of the dive higher than you can normally jump. So if there's a wall that's higher that you need to get up, you can use that technique. You can build momentum inside the humans to jump really high.
Yeah. and it can be really satisfying getting that maximum jump height, right? The platforming in this game is a lot of fun. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, CJ and I spend a lot of time in our community created stages, and there's some stages people come up with that are just crazy platforming stages that can be a lot of fun to navigate with the Shiba using the dive mechanic.
Definitely. All right, so I've pressed that button now. That should be okay, right? That's all I have to do, or maybe let's see. What is the name of this stage again?
Yes, you bring up a good point. There may be hints in the stage name if you're having issues. Loop the Loop.
Loop the Loop. Okay. What could that mean on a stage like this?
Well, it looks like you are just about to meet your previous commands, right?
Oh.
And you know what? This one actually took me a minute to click. Personally, I remember my first time playing this stage, and I had a huge aha moment, which is my favorite part of playing Humanity. Yes. So it looks like we are in our previous lineup of commands, right? And, some people might be thinking like, oh, how do I actually get back to the wall from this loop of sorts that I have going here, right? Which is kind of what I first tried to do. So I'm like, okay, I need to like jump back to the platform, right? But CJ, maybe you can demonstrate what exactly we need to do here, and hopefully some people in chat have an aha moment as well.
Well, let's see. If I'm thinking about this correct, we are feeding this loop with this influx of people, but since it's sort of now it's a complete loop, we should not need to feed that anymore. So we can go ahead and cut that off.
Yes.
Right?
So yeah, we have a loop of humans kind of going to the commands that were already laid out there. So we have pretty much created an infinite loop of humans jumping and moving. Obviously, it seems like a well-saturated loop, so we can see some humans falling still from the the walls, or not the walls, the floor there.
Yeah.
But this also frees us up to use our new humans coming from the gate to cross to the finish line there, and we can finally grab that Goldie that's kind of been taunting us, or waiting patiently for us.
Yep. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump this gap. We're going to definitely grab this Goldie, right? Is that how that... Oh, no. They jumped over it.
Uh-oh.
What if we put the command there? No, it's still not enough.
A little earlier. All right. And yeah, as you can see, you can jump onto the climbable diagonal indented walls, right? Which mean that it is a climbable wall. So our humans using their super strength, I can do that in real life too, right? We're all capable of jumping that high.
I've seen that on Ninja Warrior, American Ninja Warrior. Definitely seen it.
So we have, apparently everyone in this game is a Ninja Warrior. Some food for thought there.
Yeah. Let's see. I really like Bridge the Gap. This is another one of our sort of iconic stages in the story mode. Which, by the way, there are 90 stages in the story mode. And they keep going up in difficulty, but also giving some new mechanics like this. We are getting a new power. The float command lightens humans, increasing the effect of fans and jump. Remains active until humans return to the ground. Okay, so there's our float command.
This is an iconic stage, in my opinion, so we'll see why momentarily. But just to answer some questions from chat, does this work on MetaQuest 2? Absolutely. You can play it on MetaQuest Pro, MetaQuest 2, and MetaQuest 3. So even if you're not up to date on, if you don't have a MetaQuest 3 yet, you can definitely play this, and it looks great on the Quest 2 and Pro as well.
Absolutely. Okay, now we're going to use that float command. Let's see if we use it here and we jump these people over, what happens?
Ooh, that looks cool.
maybe not enough. It looks very cool. Let's see.
Very close.
We are, yeah, very close.
They're all going face first into the wall, thanks to the Shiba.
A little bit of a humanity fail there.
But as we can see, though, the float and then jump, you get quite a distance, right?
You get a nice distance.
However, we saw that the fan was pushing them up. Perhaps we can get a little closer to that fan before we decide to do that float jump.
Let's see. What if we do that? Oh, they get blown up in the air, but not enough. But we just got the float command, which amplifies the effect of fans, is what we were told. Let's find out what that does.
And yeah, you could do the float and then jump, or you can simply just put the float right next to that fan, right? And look at that, you are getting major air.
That is so cool. I love just the arc of people. It's so much fun.
I believe the float command gives our humans some white tennis shoes here, which apparently have springy jump abilities.
It does. I have white tennis shoes, but they haven't done anything like that for me.
I need a good pair of white tennis shoes, apparently.
Yeah. All right, now how are we going to get these Goldie? Because I want to get the Goldie. I don't want my gamer card revoked.
Yeah, so it looks like this stage is kind of one of our first stages that has layers of puzzles, right? Like multiple puzzles within one stage. And it looks like this middle section might be entirely separate from the previous. So it looks like, so we have that jump and float command, right? What do you think we need to use to navigate this first jump? I don't think we even need to float first off here. Yeah. Uh-oh. It does take a while, even if you are pros like us, to remember how far each jump does. It takes a second because there are more than one jump command, right? And it adds to the difficulty and adds certain puzzles later on, depending on which jumps you want to use.
But another thing here is if you get a few people getting away from you and you're like, well, I really want to save the Goldie, but I also have to fix what's going on over there. You can put them in a nice holding pattern here using the turn commands. Right now at the beginning of the game, you have unlimited commands. You can place them anywhere. So if you want to put them in a nice holding pattern to deal with later, you can do that. Yeah,
that's an excellent technique that I think that's great advice for if you are going to be a brand new player to Humanity. You can use loops or, that holding technique in order to keep your humans in place or your Goldies in place for a little bit if you want to kind of like take a pause and figure out what to do next.
A pause? Like Shiba pause? Is that what
Yes, PAWS. Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like another Goldie or another human picked up that Goldie and took it the other way.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, I didn't see that command there.
That was close. It's very close. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to use jump again here.
And yeah, generally the Goldie is going to walk with the humans. Of course, there are some high-level mechanics in some of our community stages where you can get the Goldie to move without the humans, but Goldie is attracted to the massive crowds and wants to move along them.
The Goldie is a follower.
Yes. Clearly. Oh, looks like you missed another Goldie there. I wonder how we can get that one.
Well, we learned the float command can amplify jumps. Let's see how true that is here without the fans.
Look at that.
Oh. We got our second Goldie. I think that was all of the Goldie in this stage. Let's quickly move to free camera and check. Yeah, to implement free camera on Quest, you just press in the right stick. It's the R3. And you can kind of pause the action here, look around if you need to, and also see how many Goldie there were and if you got them all.
Yeah, that preload camera can be very helpful. And it can be helpful for like some of the complicated stages, seeing what is tied to what in terms of like buttons and stuff like that. If there's like multiple switches on a stage, I definitely recommend checking out that preload camera.
Definitely. All right, now we got I saw another goal over there. So we need to get these people over there somehow. It looks like this is kind of a repeat of the other side, no?
Yeah, it's kind of like reverse symmetry there, it looks like. So we can maybe use a similar solve to what we used in the beginning there. And of course, it's like, why would we want to solve this puzzle again? Why would they do that? Well, look at this beautiful double arc. That's why we're doing it, right?
That's exactly why we're doing it. So cool.
And yeah, I can't overstate how cool it is to see it in VR. This is where I will sit in there for a moment and just like observe what's happening and try to get a lot of cool screenshots and stuff like that.
I even just point the humans off the side so the goal doesn't complete.
Right.
So you can enjoy the view here. It's great.
Yeah, we are watching CJ play in VR. When you actually have the headset on, it looks a little closer than the image we see on stream here. But
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Both Goldie. Very nice. Let's show some of the later stages.
Sure, I think it'd be cool. We can maybe play some. So there's multiple sequences in Humanity as you progress within the story mode or the campaign. And each sequence kind of focuses on a different mechanic, right? So maybe we can play some early stages from certain sequences that explain new mechanics here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Without spoiling some of the crazy stages within it, right?
Yeah.
So kind of like tutorial stages usually towards the beginning of each sequence to kind of like show you the ropes of the mechanic, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This particular stage introduces pushable blocks. And it's these darker colored blocks can be pushed.
You know, there's something about the simplicity of the layout of the stage that just screams like classic puzzle game to me that I've always liked this stage.
Yeah, me too. I like it. But of course we want to get the Goldie.
Oh, absolutely.
As well, there's two.
So we have these, I want to say like stone pushable blocks here. They look extremely heavy. But fortunately, we have multiple humans to push these stones.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the material. Obsidian. They look like they're obsidian blocks. And our Goldie, unfortunately, fell into the clouds
I've lost
gracefully. But maybe we can demonstrate that ability to retry keep commands, which is actually really helpful in a stage like this.
Definitely.
So all our commands that we already placed are on the stage.
Which in this case is 1.
So what did we learn? What can we apply here? We want to turn as soon as that block falls, right? So what you can do is actually you can place commands on these pushable blocks, and the commands will move with the block. Which you may learn through trial and error, or that's a tip you can at least leave with from the stream here.
Excellent. And we want to circle these people back into the flow so that we can up this.
So make our way up those diagonal indents, which indicate that it is a climbable surface. How do you like this background in VR? Looking into the clouds here.
I love it. I love all the backgrounds in Humanity. Yeah. They're so relaxing.
I will admit I have some favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see it here today, but there's one like this where it's like more of a sunset kind of vibe, and maybe we'll see that later.
Okay. There we go. And even though the stage has completed, we let the Goldie walk into the goal. And if you have a Goldie that's still walking, it'll say walking right here on the stage completed screen. And you can wait for the Goldie to run into the goal. Hopefully they do, if you have everything routed correctly.
Mm-hmm. And if you fast forward, you get to hear an upbeat version of the amazing soundtrack from Gemma-Per, by the way, who worked on our Humanity soundtrack.
Yes.
Which I highly recommend listening to. It should be available. You know what? I'll actually plug it here if you are in chat. But it should be available on most streaming platforms.
All right, I just hopped into sequence 3, which I think is my favorite sequence in the game. This sort of introduces a new mechanic, a start switch, that so you have to place all of your commands before hitting the start switch. Once you hit that start switch, you cannot alter the path of people at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to retry keep commands to do that. So the start switch will set time in motion. Once activated, the dog will disappear, become a ghost, and no further commands can be placed.
Yeah, I feel like this sequence tends to be a favorite of a lot of our players. So keep that in mind if you are progressing through the story mode. Definitely want to make it to some of these later sequences that introduce, some crucial puzzle mechanics. I think this is probably as puzzle game as it gets is sequence 3 here.
Absolutely.
Where you kind of want to like take a look at the stage as a whole, and you have to predetermine. So typically we can place commands and adjust the traffic of humans during the stage, right? But with a start switch, you have to pre-place all the commands. So you want to kind of try to figure it out beforehand, and you aren't able to adjust the flow of traffic once you press that start switch, so you have to let it all unfold.
That's right. Yeah.
And the Goldies here kind of providing a hint, which is something to think about as well. Not every stage will be that way, but yeah, it's like, how can I collect these Goldies and make it into the goal as well, right?
Yeah. And the game kind of shows you which direction the people will walk out of these doors, which is nice as well. If you aren't sure, you can also just hit the start switch and look and see what happens. And you can kind of check your work. Did I place these commands correctly? Oh, there are no commands on this side, so I'm going to retry keep commands and do that side. But yeah, you shouldn't feel bad about hitting the start switch and kind of seeing how things are going to play out each time.
100%. And there are some very tough stages where you definitely want to do that trial and error take, right? Like, okay, let's just hit the start switch, see what happens. And then, of course, I can just retry keep commands and make any adjustments if necessary.
Yep.
Texum welcome in they actually won a Goldie Award recently, and I'm not sure if they received it yet. One of the best stages of 2023, we hosted the Goldie Awards, and I believe we gave out 10 Goldie Awards of multiple categories.
Yeah, we did. Oh no, I missed a direction again. I have to read commands.
Okay. And maybe we'll check those out later. They are currently playable for all new players and experienced players in the play stages section.
Yes. I should mention the fast forward button that we got here as well. By holding down the right grip, you can fast forward the humans. So if you've placed all your commands and kind of want to see the people move through it a little faster, just hold down the grip command and you can watch them fast forward.
Very nice. And Texum saying they did receive their Goldie Award. Good to hear. Good to hear.
All right.
Glad you like it. Yeah, and we are going to have more creator contests in the future. So if you are someone that loves to build things and create things and see if you get endorphins from having people trying your projects, this is a great game for you as well. Ooh, here's my background I said I liked.
Yeah, this sort of sunset. Who are these people? They say competition brings out the best in people, right?
A very ominous setting here.
Yeah, meet the others. They're different from the people, but also the same. They share no common language or culture, but they are exactly alike in one important respect. The others prize Goldie just as much as the people do. Of course. Obsessed, all of them. To a degree I've never really understood, to be honest. But I digress. Your job here is the same as before. Guide the people to the light and Goldie along with them. Oh, and a new type of goal. Gleaming pillar of golden light shone down. Does that mean we have to get the Goldie in that goal?
According to my resources, we do in fact have to get that Goldie into the goal with a G in it, standing for Goldie goal. So our others are kind of observing, just enjoying the Goldie in the sunset. And are we the baddies here? We're kind of just taking the Goldie from their shrine here.
Yeah.
I think that is up for debate.
Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Maybe? No, I didn't. Oh, God.
Managed to... It looks like we have a stream of others here. You know what? We could just cross that, no problem, right?
Well, let's find out.
Ooh, others want that Goldie. They snatched it, and they are taking it home within their goal there. So that Goldie is lost.
Gone. As a job for retry keep commands.
How dare the others take the Goldie that we took from them?
Are we the baddies? I think we are the baddies. Maybe a little.
You'll be able to have a better idea as the game progresses, but it is subjective. You know, I do like the it kind of leaves it up to imagination how you want the story to play out, right?
That's true. Okay, let's be sure now to turn before these others. There we go. Can we go? I can go up this ramp, I think.
Yeah, you can walk alongside the others without them taking the Goldie.
Thankfully.
Depending on if they are armed or not, which we may be able to cover here in one of the early war sequences, which we'll get to.
Oh, they turned. I'm glad I didn't go that way.
I guess I do have a pro tip. If we use that free look camera, I think we can see the directional. Yeah, so if you pause the game and look, you can see there's commands that are black, and that is for the others.
There we go. Kind of a nice flow of people going.
I wonder if the others ever had a Shiba place those commands for them.
Oh, interesting. The others having their own Shiba.
Maybe it was a start switch stage for them, and there's a ghost Shiba hanging out.
Could be. All right. Yeah, let's see what... Wait.
One thing to mention, there is a demo on Steam as well. I think we are actually playing some of the stages that are within the demo. If you do want to check it out for yourself, if you're a PC player. And actually, you can try before you buy on the MetaQuest as well. Isn't that correct?
That's right. Yeah. Can play for a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Which will give you a nice sample of the gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be enough to get through the prologue and, see if this is the kind of puzzle game for you, which we hope it is. We would love to have more players in our community to hang out with and see your stages and just how you feel about the story mode and stuff like that. We're always happy to have new players.
What's this gun thing? What happens if I... Oops. Place down the gun.
Look at that. We have a full-on battle against the others, which I'm not sure if we are the good or bad guys yet, but either way, we are commanding. The Shiba is inciting a war with their commands here in this war sequence.
Yeah, it looks like the others have batons on the one side and then guns here in the middle. So let's take care of that.
And it looks like So our humans with the shoot command in the middle are able to break down the gates so that our baton humans can get forward. So if whether you have a human equipped with a baton or a gun here, you can take down the gates when you get near them and cut off the flow of the others.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to help these our humans on the sides, so we'll try to do a little of that. So we can use our fast forward button and see if we can speed things up, speed a little bit up, speed the conflict. Definitely need to get over to this side too.
And for those of you tuning in or checking out Humanity for the first time, we're kind of introducing some of these early stages of each sequence to kind of teach you some of the new mechanics in the game or something, or showing you things to look forward to. But there are 90 plus stages in the story mode, 4 bosses. We haven't even showed any bosses yet.
We'll do that next.
Yeah. And there is a ton of gameplay to be had in the Humanity story mode experience.
Yes. All right, so that's kind of a look at the conflict.
Ooh, Follower. Follower is a fun one.
Let's do that. We'll show some of these sort of later mechanics as well. I'll go ahead.
Yeah,
story bit.
There's a lot of cool mechanics to look forward to that you might not be aware are in the game right away, because it takes a while to progress through the story mode as things get introduced, right?
Yeah.
So this is more, I always think of like Pikmin when I see this. You kind of have your humans following you in more of a platformy kind of vibe. And a lot of action mechanics kind of get introduced with this follow command as well.
Definitely. Oh, I need 80 people. I only have 40 in my horde right now. I have to gain more people. We got some over here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it looks like there's a door down here.
So our goal has a number in it that says 100. So we're going to need 100 humans. But we also see some goldies floating around above other switches, which I believe are optional goldies, and you're going to need a certain amount of humans to unlock those goldies. So it looks like if you really want to complete this level in 100% this level, you are going to want 150 humans, which are scattered around the map.
Yes, indeed. Oh, some more of those cutout edges here on the stage for this people switch, I'm sure. Let's check the free camera. Yes, it looks like we'll make those disappear.
So opening up new pathways to explore here. Oh, interesting.
So we have to continuously press that button?
Yeah. It looks like we might need around 5 humans.
Well, let's see if we can get...
So utilizing, pushing around our humans.
Yeah.
And the strength needed for a switch can vary. So looks like in this case we only need 5.
It's true. 5 is also the number needed to push a pushable block.
And one nice thing about the follow command is so the humans will kind of follow your exact path. They're not going to cut corners, if that makes sense. So if you have some like tricky turns and whatnot with a large mass of humans, they are going to snake properly as your Shiba. Ooh, no.
No.
Well, that happens, and it was kind of a fun visual for a moment.
There are not enough people available to
Poor
complete
humans.
the trial. Oh, darn. I guess we can move on to another level, but
Sure, but we
showed
introduced that. That is also an experience in Humanity, whether it gets you riled up or it makes you laugh like me. Apparently, you are bound to run into those issues.
That's right.
"Quote unquote" issues. Ooh, what is this ominous yellow object surrounded by a sphere of others.
The yellow core, surrounded by others. I heard its voice in my head, now flat and emotionless. Others within me, not my own, not my own. Destroy them, destroy me.
That is the official yellow core voice, voiced by CJ.
You can tell why I'm not a voice actor, right? All
right. And yes, this is a look at one of our bosses available in Humanity, which is absolutely bonkers in VR here, as CJ is navigating. You know what? I actually like playing against this boss in VR. There's something about you get a huge picture here where you can kind of like platform and navigate, which is really helpful for this boss. And of course, visually in VR, this is just super cool.
It really is.
Yeah, so there is 4 bosses in total, and looks like you might lost some humans there to that spiral attack from our yellow core. And there's a blue core, a green core. This is yellow core, and I'll leave the last one up to you to discover. Managed to damage the core. So yeah, as this boss progresses, the attacks get a little stronger, a little trickier to dodge, especially if you have a larger group of humans, right?
Yeah, I have almost 600 right now, and that was a little tougher.
But yeah, just imagine experiencing this in VR if you are a VR type of player, and it is a sight to see.
It really is, yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil this boss fight entirely, so maybe we should move along to let's show this off the machines.
Sure. So the machines kind of introduce almost like some extra war mechanics, extra battle mechanics, in addition to kind of like stealthy levels, right? Where you want to, as we see these turrets have spotlights, we want to navigate around them, go full stealth mode.
What are you talking about? These spotlights don't actually mean anything, right?
No. I was wrong. Apparently so. We did not have enough humans to complete the stage, so we are going to retry.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll play more seriously. I want that Goldie though. Looks like it's a 1 button thing over here. There we go.
One thing to note is, I don't know if we are going to be able to in this stage, but if you are able to arm your humans, you can actually attack these turrets as well, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
But we are not able to be armed. No shoot or baton command to start here.
Not currently armed.
Bunch of humans in that glass enclosure. Looks like we opened it up.
Now they're free. Let's go grab them. I find it easier in VR to keep track of the sort of light, the cone of light from these turrets.
Yeah, you kind of have a different field of view in VR, right?
Yeah, it's a little easier to navigate. And another handy tip within this tall grass area, the spotlight can't reveal you, so you can't die if you hide the humans inside there.
And that also goes for the others we saw earlier. If there's any armed others, they will not be able to see you in the tall grass, also known as thicket.
Yeah, important to note also the turrets do not harm the dog. No dogs will be harmed in machine stages.
We are a dog apparition of some sort.
Yeah.
Everyone loves dogs, whether you're an other, a machine, or a human.
That's right.
As the background got darker here, apparently it started raining and storming here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
All right. So yeah, pushing that pushable block onto. Oh wait, did we push it onto a switch?
We did.
Okay, yeah. Which
switch.
Unlock that Goldie. And yeah, so when you have a follow command up and kind of like drop your humans onto this push command, they will follow that push command. And the head of the pack will also kind of cause the other humans to follow it.
Not all the humans survived, however.
Lost a couple, but we did get all the goldies.
We did. So yeah, that is a good introduction, I think, to the story mode of the game.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we kind of went through all these like tutorial stages at the beginning of each sequence, introduced new mechanics, and of course, they build onto those mechanics. Other commands intermingle and create some really cool, complex puzzles. So shout out to the dev team for making some awesome levels in the story mode. Uh-oh.
All right. So
of course we have
we go into play stages. That is where you're going to find stages that other users have made.
All right.
If it loads.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. What happened here? That's something to check.
Yes, well, that's something for us to check. But it could just be sometimes whether it's meta or, for example, Steam was down this week and you weren't able to enter user stages.
That's true. I try toggling my Wi-Fi off and on. That works, right?
That's a good start.
Let's see if we can't get in here. If this does not work, we'll reboot the game.
Okay, let's do that. Let's move to our host view, and while CJ's rebooting here, yes. So who came up with Humanity, CJ? It was a kind of a vision from Yugo Nakamura. So THA being the developers on this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of their first like full-fledged release of from THA here. And yeah, Yugo being this is his first foray kind of into video game development, is a celebrated Japanese web and interface designer, motion director, etc. Also a professor. So
yes.
Yeah, I think the unique mechanics available in Humanity, and also awesome. Looks like you got it working there. Just needed a nice reboot on the game. Yeah, I think also, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Yugo was kind of inspired from bird watching a bit.
That's right. Yeah. I forget. It's called Boids, I think. Yeah, the movement of groups of birds and humans as well. Well, I think one of the videos that inspired him is this sort of, and this I think is a bit of a meme video on the internet of people at comic convention in Japan, Comiket, and the line of people being moved.
Right.
We had kind of like a fast motion version of that video that circulated around the internet, and that was also part of the inspiration for this. And yeah, this was originally made for a Unity showcase in Japan, and then Tetsuya Mizuguchi of Enhance was a judge at that show and thought maybe there was something in making this a game. This sort of display of moving thousands of humans around. There might be something to it. So
yeah, had some kind of creative vision probably when they saw the demo or the project at the Unity fest there in Japan.
Yeah. But as we were saying, the play stages section of on the title screen, if you go into play stages, you can play stages made by other people. And this is cross-platform, so no matter where the stage was created, be it on PlayStation or Steam or MetaQuest, you can play stages made by other people, just like you.
Very cool. And CJ and I have uploaded plenty of stages ourselves.
True.
And yeah, this is so typically our community streams, which happen weekly. We kind of go into the play stages section and check out awesome stages from our creators, and we see new things every week that we never thought of in humanity, which is super impressive and cool. It shows how imaginative our creators are, because the tool set is fairly limited, right? I guess there's like almost infinite combinations still, and people come up with cool ideas every week, and we're always blown away.
Yeah, I think that's true. And, you know, we do have a place where you can just very not unmoderated, but you can go into the Wild West and see all of the new arrivals that people have uploaded. But we also do playlists. And those are updated. Stages We Love is updated twice a week with new stages that we think are particularly awesome. And that's a great place to start, is that Stages We Love playlist. But we also have daily picks, which rotates every day. It gives you 6 stages that we think are awesome that you may have missed. And there's new arrivals. Sometimes we have creator showcases. In this case, we have Rob20 being highlighted. So this creator has made a whole bunch of stages, so we selected some of their best stages to highlight. And then we just recently held a sort of award ceremony to highlight the best creations out of the community, and that was called the Goldie Awards. And you can play a playlist with just the winners, which is 10 stages here from some of our amazing creators, or you can play all of the stages that were nominated. So 100 stages were nominated for awards this past year, and you can play all 100 in this playlist, going from easier difficulty all the way to expert. And it's almost like a second campaign. Across from the story mode. So once you finish the story mode, definitely go into play stages and try your hand at the Goldie Awards nominees. There are a lot of great stages in here.
Yeah, it's almost like a free DLC with how amazingly well put together these stages are. Really so definitely recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we have over 8,000 user stages for you to play. So there is no shortage of content. I don't think we've had it. Well, we had some players that have played quite a few stages, but even then, there's still new stages for them to play. So, what do we have here? Looks like you opened up a stage that looks like a doggy.
It kind of does, right? Let's find out. Oh, and we didn't really cover this in the story mode stuff, but you can unlock different skins for the humans.
Oh, yeah.
This particular one is a dog skin. So now the humans look like little dogs walking on their hind legs, which I think is a fun skin to use as a stage creator.
So yeah, as you progress through the story mode, you unlock cosmetics that you can place into your created stages, right? So
that's right.
So yeah, this user obviously went with the Shibas for the dog level.
I mean, and, you have to, right?
Right.
That just makes sense.
And yeah, you can adjust the backgrounds, add up to 10 goldies in a stage. I think if you want to have a huge bang at the goal because you hear a noise every time a goalie enters the goal. Yeah. Could be something you can design on your end. And it looks like, yeah, this is more of like obviously they wanted to create a dog statue, or there's a lot of really artistic stages as well, which is cool to see.
Looks like this, that human switch there, which by the way, this has 10 goldies, I think, right? 10? Yeah.
Yeah.
Added some ears and a nose to our dog.
Ooh.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can do here.
Wonder what those boulders at the top, which may drop when the if we hit another switch, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
So welcome in, Brian. And yes, if you do have interest in joining the Humanity community and creating stages, I definitely recommend trying it once. It can be a bit intimidating if you're not like somebody that tends to like participate in user-generated content games. But the tool set is actually pretty approachable, and once you start kind of placing things around and having fun with it, ideas kind of spark, right? I don't consider myself like to be a massive like stage creator kind of person, but Humanity makes it pretty easy.
It does. You know what? I think I directed these people the wrong way.
Looks like you create some eyeballs, and the dog also has massive eyebrows. I don't know if I've noticed that before. Some thicket that appeared.
Very bushy eyebrows. Yes. Yeah. Just look at this stage. Just so nice. Oh, the people are kind of pushing that one boulder out of the water. In the center there. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, they landed in there.
They landed in there, yeah.
And then yeah, I always love the further you progress in a stage, just look at the massive amount of humans we have on our screen right now, just jumping around.
Notice we got the tail wagging as well. This creator added some
what a nice touch.
There, I love that.
Yeah, so you can create some cool animations if you really get involved using the motorized blocks.
Yeah.
And I think without a doubt, the hardest stages we have are from our community. So
absolutely,
if you're looking for some brain busters, if you are a puzzle gaming puzzle head and want the best challenge that Humanity has to offer, look no further than our community stages. And yeah, you can actually search by difficulty too. So you can see which stages haven't been cleared, stuff like that. If you're looking to kind of like if you ever played games like Super Mario Maker, some people like to chase, like, I want to be the first to clear this level kind of person. Yeah, you can definitely take that approach with Humanity as well.
All right, we completed the dog with all 10 Goldie.
All right.
And
I think we have enough dog stages from our community to have a dog playlist now that I think about it.
I think that's true. Yeah, you can add stages to your favorites. You can rate them. And there is a bit of a like meta game in the user-generated mode in user stages where you get experience points for playing stages and for creating stages. You have two sort of separate profiles there. So just playing stages, you can earn XP and unlock avatar items for your profile. And the same when you create stages and get people to play them, you gain XP and unlock new stuff for your avatar there as well.
Yeah, so your avatar, as you can see, you can flex the badges and avatars you've earned on the playlist when you show up in any of your created stages, or even it shows recently completed, right? So if it's like a difficult stage, you can be like, yep, I was the one to complete the stage and flex that way. So some of our best players we usually see in the recently completed on like the most expert level stages, right? So we are aware of who our best players are.
Totally. And you can also, like, if you go into a stage and you really like TechSum's levels, for instance, you can search for all of TechSum's stages and play other stages by that same creator, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, and it's been awesome to see. So we're approaching the first year anniversary of Humanity here in May, and how each creator has kind of their own take on stage creation and unique contributions to the community is just super awesome to see. And hopefully, I would love to see some new creators from the MetaQuest launch.
Definitely. Of course, if you favorite levels, they will appear in your favorites tab. Any that you've played will also show up there so that you can see exactly. Maybe you're like, oh, I played a stage a couple days ago and I want to show a friend. You can easily refer to that tab, and of course, any levels that you've created and shared also show up there.
Also, I 100% recommend joining our Discord, which I just plugged in Twitch and YouTube. And if you're on another platform, you can actually find the Discord button on the main menu and navigate to it from there. And that's a great place to share stages. If you want like feedback on your stages, a lot of our top creators are active in that Discord. In addition to, if you need help on the story mode, we're always happy to help you if you want a hint. Something we didn't mention in the story mode, CJ, is the solution videos, which if you are having an issue, maybe we can actually showcase that, because that is pretty important.
Let's go ahead and do that, yeah.
If you are more of a casual, if you're taking like a cozy vibe or just want to like, visualize humanity, not get too caught up in, staring at a puzzle for an hour, we have solution videos in game, and you can kind of like progress as far within that solution video as you would like, right? So, we'll show it right now.
All right. Solution video is in the pause menu. You select that, and it plays the solution. Or at least you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch as little of the video or as much as you need. If you just need a little push in the right direction, you can only watch, the first couple seconds. If you want to spoil it for yourself, you can watch the whole thing. However, these solution videos don't show capturing the Goldie. So if you're looking for the entire solution, including Goldies, that's not in here. But it does show you how to complete the stage, so you can see that.
Yeah, so for our expert level stages, or if you are looking for that challenge, and typically the most challenging thing is to collect all the Goldies, right, in a stage. So we will not spoil that for you. But even then, if you just show some restraint and hit the pause button, see how much you want. Yeah, it can be more helpful because otherwise people can just look it up, right? So it's just right there in game for you.
Yeah. We also have a stats menu in the pause menu. You unlock that as well through Goldie rewards, which I think we can talk about Goldie rewards too. There's 150 Goldie defined, and we unlock different skins and extras like the stats for your dog, stats for the people. And we're talking about the dog skin. You can unlock those skins in story mode, music selectors, some really nice stuff in here. But then the stats menu, you can see, how many people you've saved, how many have totally spawned, how many you've lost, or how many others have been eliminated in battle, how many have been killed in battle, your distance traveled as the dog. Yeah, some kind of interesting stats here. Yeah.
How many kilometers have you traveled so far on on the quest? 12 kilometers.
Yeah.
Healthy Sheba.
Definitely.
I guess while we're in story mode, you can show there is that archive statue as well, which allows you to see stats. Or does it show you the stats?
It doesn't show you stats. But
okay.
Yeah.
You can allows you to see, change all the skins and models that you've unlocked. You can even set it to a random function, which I like to do. So every time you enter a stage in story mode, it's just going to randomize. Ooh, look at that one. Nice. What you've unlocked, which can be fun.
That's a good one.
There's actually a ton of combinations. So
yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. One of my favorite combinations is it looks like a stick of butter to me. Maybe we'll leave that up for you guys to see.
Yeah. All right. Should we go into the stage creator? How are we doing on time?
Yeah, I think we can do stage creator and then call it here, as we are kind of approaching the end of the broadcast. But yeah, let's showcase how exactly do you make a stage and share with the community here.
Well, you use the stage creator to do
All
that.
right.
You can create a new stage, and it brings up this nice view here, and you use your pointer controls on the Quest control to edit the stage almost like you would on the PC with mouse and keyboard controls. So a little bit similar to that.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing to sit here in VR, and depending on the theme you pick for the level, you can change the skybox around you, stuff like that.
Yeah, in fact, let's do that. What was your favorite one? The sunset?
Yes, sunset.
Let's do that.
Very relaxing vibe.
Completely. Yeah. And you have access to all of the tools that are, well, there are a couple that are not in here, but most of the tools that you
just about everything
might see in the story mode are available here, including all types of blocks, different features, including the boulders and boulder spawners, the thicket, like we were talking about, with different types of trees, very important. And you can place goldies, also very important. And people, a people gate and a goal. A gate and a goal is pretty much all you need to create a stage. And
the basics are right here, and then like how you
how you
put it together. Yeah. Of course, I kind of keep my puzzles on a simpler side, and then I love to just decorate stages. Whether you're like almost everyone has played Minecraft if you play video games. And you know what? A lot of like, if you have any like building, I want to say like a building muscle memory from a game like Minecraft, it applies really well just because of the block nature of this game. So there could be like existing tutorials and things you could use to build things, or models and stuff like that. But looks like CJ is going to try to build a stage here quickly.
I'm gonna build a very quick stage. Here, let's see. I'm going to give myself the jump command. And then,
and CJ, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I like to just kind of mess around, throw blocks around, and then like I get like aha moments, like how do I want to continue building the stage, right? And maybe a theme will generate around it.
I totally do that as well. Yeah, maybe want to add some trees, some nice little trees, maybe some grass.
Mm-hmm. Grass pathway there to the goal.
Pathway, yeah. In case people didn't know where that was going. You can move things around to grab them and move them.
Yeah, you could use grass as like a way to provide hints and stuff like that. Or actually, it can be part of puzzles for pushable blocks. You can't push a block over grass. So
that's true. Yeah. And let's save the stage. Let's call this hub. Stream. Save it. Now that's saved. Definitely you're going to want to save your stages often just in case anything happens. Not saying that anything will, but you know.
You never know.
You never know. All right. So this is my stage. We got turn commands. We could turn the people if we wanted to, but also we can jump them into the goal. Just like that.
This tricky puzzle stage here from CJ.
Yeah, I know. This is only for advanced players.
But you know what? I do say I do recommend just trying to create some chill, easy levels too, because when you are playing user or community stages, it's nice to have those palette cleansers. I love to play easy stages too. Of course, I like my expert stages, but then I need my brain to cool down after some of them. So don't feel that you need to create, the greatest or most complex puzzle. We definitely welcome just easy Zen kind of stages as well.
Yeah, and when you create a stage and you want to upload it, you have to actually complete the stage. So I just passed the completability check, which then means I can upload this stage. The game then asks, oh, you can share your stage now. Do you want to go there?
Mm-hmm.
You can go right to user stages and share the stage immediately, which is super nice.
Yeah, and another note on that is if you add goldies to your stage, you have to collect all the goldies to pass that completion check. So rest assured, if there is a goldie in the stage, you can collect it.
That's true. Let's go ahead and share this stage. Why not? Standard stage. You can pick your tags just in case.
Is it fun? Well, I think it's fun.
I'm going to say fun. Maybe we should have a chill tag in here. That would be fun.
Chill. That's a good idea. Chill or zen, or I guess chill is more. What is the most the broad word for chill? I wonder.
Yeah.
Relaxing, maybe.
And now it's shared. So anybody now on any platform, whether it's Quest, PC, PlayStation, can play the hub stream stage that I just uploaded.
And we kind of touched on it earlier in the stream if you are just tuning in, but we do run like we're gonna have like game jam like contests, and we've at the end of the year we kind of like do a year in review, and we just finished up the Goldie Awards for 2023, right? Around the new year. So if you are a creator type and want to participate in competition and meet other like-minded people, it's a lot of fun and totally recommend it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, CJ, I think we are at about at time here. So
well, did we want to run the bonus points video again?
Yes, you read my mind. So we have a MetaQuest gameplay overview video from our friends at the Bonus Points, who are a lively duo that overview the Humanity game. So let's actually switch to that here, and yeah, let's grab your popcorn and let's take a watch.
Hi, friend.
Hello there, friend. Whoa, look at all these tiny people. What is this?
It's Humanity. Have you heard of it?
I mean, I am a human, so yes?
No. The game is called Humanity from THA and Enhance, the makers of Tetris Effect Connected and Res Infinite. It won a bunch of awards like VR Game of the Year 2023 from Edge Magazine, Best VR/AR Game of the Year nominee at the Game Awards. Now it's on MetaQuest.
What is it? Am I these people?
It's an action puzzle game, and you're not the humans, you're a dog.
I love dogs.
Everyone loves dogs.
Well, they're humanity's best friend. So, I'm a Shiba Inu. What do I do?
You drop commands for a huge crowd of humans to help them reach the stage's goal. They can't get there without you.
Do all these humans need to get to the goal?
Not all, but when enough of them flow into the goal, it fills up with light, and the stage is complete.
What happens if some of them fall off? Like this?
I wouldn't stress about it. There's no penalty.
Oh, good. Can I be the giant gold one?
No, you're the dog, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm a dog.
But those Goldie are important. Well spotted. Good boy. Unlike the humans, if a Goldie falls off, they're gone. The Goldie are special. You need them.
The Goldie are special. I need them.
They unlock cosmetics, later stages, and other goodies.
Okay, simple enough.
Simple until more obstacles are in your way. Command them to jump, climb, swim, fly, hit switches, and even fight. If anything gets in their way, find a way to navigate around it to the goal. It's a puzzle game.
I can command these humans to defy gravity. Okay, I'm surely an all-powerful dog then, right?
If that makes you feel good, then yes.
Wait, what are these humans?
These are the others. Try to stay away from them. They don't like you, and they want Goldie too.
They're attacking my poor defenseless humans!
They're not defenseless.
Go forward, my loyal little humans! Your sacrifice will be remembered. Those others had no chance. The humans and I are working in beautiful harmony. How many stages are there? 90
in the story mode, and thousands more to play made by other humans like you.
Don't you mean dogs?
If you're up for it, use the stage creator to make one.
Look what I've made! Oh my god!
Where do you think you'll take them next?
Well, what else is there? Mechanical turrets and lasers? Was that a boss? What?
Oh, fancy a cup of tea after that?
Go on then. Got any biscuits?
Humanity!
Available now on MetaQuest.
All right, that was our gameplay overview. Thank you to the Bonus Points for helping us with that. And yeah, that is the end of our Humanity Hub community stream, which happens weekly here, typically on Wednesdays. Barring that we are available. Sometimes the days fluctuate, but you will be notified if that happens. If you follow us on our Twitter, Discord, etc., our X, Instagram, we stream to every platform we can, our YouTube. And yeah, all of our previous VODs are actually hosted on YouTube. So if you did miss a stream and want to tune in to see what we think of community stages, be sure to head to our YouTube channel. And of course, CJ, we launched today on the MetaQuest. Are you excited?
Woohoo! Yes, very excited about launching on MetaQuest. You can buy the game now. $24.99 is the price on MetaQuest. And you can play it untethered on your MetaQuest 2, 3, or Pro headset. It's just so super fun to play in VR. Get an entirely new perspective on the game. Even if you played it on PlayStation or on Steam before, it's just so nice to play it in VR. Even though you can play it in VR on those platforms as well. If you don't have a PSVR 2, but you played it on PlayStation and you have a MetaQuest headset, consider getting it on MetaQuest and experience it in VR. I think you'll find it's a completely different experience.
Yes, 100% recommend it, especially if you're somebody that just wants to absorb the atmosphere of humanity. No better way to do it than in VR.
It's true.
And definitely join us and hang out with us on our Discord if you want to share your experiences with us. As you can see on the screen in front of you, it's actually in the main menu right under the options. So if you do want to join the Discord, check that out. And I think we can call it there for today's stream, CJ. And for our core community and any new players, feel free to tune in next week and look forward to seeing our new players, our new MetaQuest player base. So
yeah, we'll be playing new stages, hopefully from some MetaQuest users.
Yes,
if you're going to jump into Stage Creator and make some levels, please try it out. And if you share them, tell us on social media or our Discord, and we'll play those stages on stream.
Yeah, and we will be on the lookout for MetaQuest creators specifically. So if you create some stages on MetaQuest, most likely we will see and try to feature them. So all right, with that, I think we will finish up here. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and CJ and everyone else, I'll see you next week.